Good morning. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. I'm your host, Taryn Woods, and I'll be your anchor for this Good Morning Breakfast show. Thank you for joining me. Joining me in studio today, we have the motivational Tony Subramony, who'll be bringing us your daily inspiration, whereby he'll be touching on self-imprisonment. Do you have the travel bag? Well, then don't miss out, because Maria's in studio with us again from Wakatravel. This morning, we shall be chatting about the hotspot beach resorts, the Seychelles and the Maldives, and some wonderful specials available to our viewers. Looking for a natural, healthy tan option for that special day? Well, in studio today, we've got Mandy from the Beauty Box, and she'll be chatting about her professional spray tans done in the convenience of your own home. I look forward to catching up with the amazing Kerry Donkin from Reach for a Dream Foundation and finding out a bit more about the current campaigns to raise funds, the amazing competition, and the dream rooms that they are currently working on. Cathy from ZingeAfrika has been busy with an exciting collaboration with the talented Sibusiso, and they join me in studio today to find out more about the event coming up. We then head over to Heili and Deon for the weather and surf report before Anthony closes out with a music video. It's kids time after the show with Laugh Out Larry. On our daily motivation, Tony, welcome. It's all about self-imprisonment.
Yes, Taryn. Yeah, good to be back. Yes, talking of, my topic is imprisonment. And it's not those physical structures that the correctional services have put out there.
It's actually a bit more of a worse one, isn't it?
It is, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Definitely one a little bit more daunting and a little bit more restrictive.
Yeah.
When you are in prison, it's most often as a result of or the consequence of your action. You break the law, you serve a prison sentence.
Yeah.
And when people are sentenced to prison, it's a very, very traumatic experience for many of them. Not only for the victim, but for the family and whoever else.
Yes.
And we become so caught up when that person's locked up in prison, and we would just pray that they would be safe and what have you.
That's true.
But the reality, Taryn, is that we are victims of a prison that we've built around us ourselves. We've been going through some tremendous restrictive behavior and restrictions during the lockdown. Okay, when we heard about the lockdown, many people became very agitated, frustrated, and really were put off track. The normal became abnormal.
Yes.
And we all reacted in different ways to the lockdown. Majority were not happy about it.
No, not at all.
But that was the physical lockdown that we experienced that really irritated us. What about the mental lockdown that we've imposed upon ourselves?
And we're all guilty of that.
Absolutely. We've all been through some very, very traumatic experiences, either at work or as youngsters or at university, wherever. But how often we carry that same victim mode all the time and keep ourselves locked up in a prison. The strange thing about this prison is that the key is on the inside, not in someone else's hand.
It's only in our hands.
It's in our hands. And I want to encourage the viewers today, with the long weekend coming up in a few days' time, is to take time to unlock that prison. Because the more often we are going to remain in that prison, we're going to continue to stay restricted, continue to stay frustrated, totally unhappy, and the whole future becomes totally disappointing.
Completely. And also, like we were saying off air,
Yes.
the roll-on effect that it has,
Yes.
it's detrimental.
Right. And exactly so. What messages are we giving our siblings? What messages are we giving to our children? Right? Are we saying tolerate that? Are we saying that's the way we live our lives? Are we saying that's all we have to look forward to? The locked up attitude that we have in life, the locked up lifestyle that we live. Yeah. So we want to break those chains. When it happened many years ago, it may have served a purpose. But it no longer serves the purpose.
Yeah.
So why do we have to continue being victims of that prison walls that we built around us? Prison walls that are based on resentment, disappointment, dishonesty, disillusionment, all of this stuff is so negative. Okay? We put on this brave front in the mornings when we get up. We put on mask on and we go to live our lives through the day of 8 hours at work and whatever else.
Yeah.
But when we get to know who we really are, what masks are we wearing then? Are we going to be able to shed those masks away? One of the ways of looking at it is actually forgiveness. It's not easy, but self-forgiveness is so vital. Let go. It's time to let go. And it's not serving any more purpose in your life, but you're holding on.
And
it's like holding.
Most difficult thing to do is
Yes.
self-forgiveness.
Yes. right?
And to accept.
Yeah. So you accept. You're not saying you forget what has happened,
No.
right? But you forgive yourself for the experience you've gone through so that you set yourself free in the prison that you've built. So I want to encourage the viewers from today onwards to start breaking down those walls gradually and keep at it. Just keep at it, because eventually it's going to be the efforts that's so well worth it. So that's my message for this morning, is break down those prison walls. You know, when I offset, I was just joking about the weather, and I said, you know, I wish the weather will make up its mind.
Yeah.
We don't have any control over the weather,
No.
but we have a control over the way we live through those days.
Completely agree with you, Tony. It's so sad. I mean, if I put myself in a box and I just don't allow myself to climb out of this box, the roll-on effect that it has on you mentally, psychologically, in your home, in your workplace, in your everyday lifestyle, it's detrimental to people. Psychologically, it just breaks you down.
And that box you talk about, Taryn, has got labels on it. And we don't want to be labeled.
No.
We need to stop the labeling and start living. That's my message for this morning.
I love it.
Thank
Tony,
you.
Thank you for your beautiful, inspirational
Awesome.
message. Self-imprisonment is real, guys. If you ever need any help, if you need someone to talk to, Tony is amazing at what he does, and it's really a sad topic, and all of us are guilty of it. After the ad break, we'll be back with Maria from Wakatravel.
Freshly ground, not capsuled. Coffee pleasure from Europe.
Welcome back to our Good Morning North Coast breakfast show. Before we start, we just want to say thank you so much to Performance Coffee and to Salt Rock Coffee Company. Our coffee is amazing in the morning. It really gets our buzz on. In studio, we've got Maria. Maria, welcome.
Good morning.
So good to have you back in studio. It's always a great energy with you around. So finally, the Seychelles are open.
Yay! We've been waiting for each island to open up, and it just gets more and more exciting as the weeks go by.
Oh, we are so lucky.
So let's talk about Seychelles first. So Seychelles is not just going to a resort. It's just nice to know, like also having been myself, you know, what other stuff there is to do.
Yes.
I think a lot of people just think it's like fly and go to a resort and that's it.
Yes.
So Seychelles consists of 112 islands.
112 islands.
But 40 of those are like mountainous and rocky and that. So you'll do like a day trip that, for instance, like if you go to a resort, nice to take a day trip and go out to La Digue, which is just really beautiful. It's just sort of very unspoilt, just beautiful beaches, quite rocky, just very, yeah, like nobody really goes there kind of thing. And those are the best beaches, yeah. So the capital of Seychelles is Victoria. And what's lovely to do there, there's beautiful markets. So before you go to your resort, it's lovely to just stop there for a day or so, and just there's shopping, there's beautiful trails as well to do. So if you're a hiker, there's the Capolio Trail, which is like a 2-hour trail, and it's about 500 meters above sea level.
Oh, wow.
So, or if you're not that fit, you can also do the 45-minute one. So that's really nice to know. And then depending on time, so if you've got a week, I would definitely do one resort. So either do it on the island of Mahe, or a lot of people, if they have more time, you've got 2 weeks, lovely to do a split between Mahe and Praslin, so you can do a ferry there.
That's good to know, because I mean, we don't really know where to go and what islands to choose. And
yeah, so that's usually you've got Mahe and then Praslin. Praslin is really, really beautiful as well. Or you can do, it's a 15-minute little charter short flight.
oh, lovely.
Yeah, I think the ferry is about 45 minutes, an hour or so. So yeah,
At least you've got both options. For those who don't like the sea or flying, there's an alternative
exactly.
to get
I have
there.
a lot of people who often say, if you're to choose between Seychelles and Maldives, sorry, I'm never going to give you the answer, because they are both absolutely beautiful in their own way. I mean, and then going on to Maldives. So the most important thing is why we all have to go to Maldives sooner than later is because Maldives' highest point is 2 meters above sea level. So with global warming, I don't think we're going to have Maldives in the future.
I did not know that. That's an interesting fact.
So it's a bucket list trip, and you really want to be able to say that
We've been to the
went there.
Maldives.
Yeah. So it consists of 132 resorts, so lots to choose from different budgets to suit everybody's needs. And it is just from the snorkeling to the water sports to it is more, I would say, pristine as well. And you really see the beauty of Maldives from in the sky before you even land. I just remember looking out the window and just seeing these magnificent clear blue islands like in the middle of the ocean, and I was like, okay, I've just arrived in heaven. It's like absolutely mind-blowing. So we're running loads of amazing specials.
Yes, tell us all about them.
Yeah, so we've got loads of Seychelles and Maldives specials. Well, Maldives has been going for a while, as I mentioned before.
On the previous.
And so I would definitely love to get the packages going for as many people as possible, so we can get everybody to experience those beautiful beaches, because they really are breathtaking.
And could you touch on the packages and the specials running for the Maldives? Obviously, you don't say all of them or Seychelles, but if there are some ones that you really enjoy.
Taryn, we've got, so one of our tour operators, actually the main one, so I've been booking with Thompson's Tours for about well over 20 years, and they're a company that's been going for 40 years. We've got an amazing special for both Seychelles and Maldives. Also forgot to mention that Seychelles, there are direct flights on Air Seychelles. They're only once a week, but if you are from Durban or Cape Town, there are direct flights out that go via Doha or Dubai now that we can fly Emirates again, which is great. A little bit longer flying, so there's loads of options. And yeah, so
Fantastic.
We're running amazing specials with Thompson's Tours. Amazing company, been going 40 years. They do packages worldwide, but yeah, we're running an exciting one for Seychelles and Maldives at
And
the
to
moment.
find those specials, where do our viewers go and look?
Okay, we'll be putting them onto our Facebook page and our website today. So go there and have a look and see, and call us so we can put it together for you.
Fantastic. And then, Maria, obviously the big question, quarantine, when going to the Seychelles. What are the restrictions? Was it quite easy for us?
Okay, we are lucky. We do not. You just have to have. You got to be vaccinated, and COVID tests. Children do not have to be vaccinated for, especially, or actually pretty much most part of the world,
That's great.
really. So it's just COVID tests, and like with Maldives, it's and like under 5-year-olds don't have to as
Okay.
well. So every single place is different.
Oh, that's fantastic. And are there any family deals, or is it just for partners, for 2 people?
So, it depends on if you've got kids that are busy, you need to send them to.
They must go and leave.
Some people say to me, my kids will never go to a kids club. Like they would never. They just stick with us the whole time. I'm shame.
Also need a break.
So Maldives, I mean, is more for honeymooners, couples, anniversaries, more than, a family holiday. But in saying that, if your kids love the beach, they will love it. So it all depends on the family and the kids. And
That's absolutely lovely.
And we need to speak about updates. That's very exciting. As I mentioned, always every week we get all the new exciting updates. So this week we have Germany that's opened up.
Oh, great.
Germany does not require COVID tests or quarantine, or you just got to be vaccinated. That's all.
That is fantastic.
So that's really awesome. And Namibia's opened up again, so now we can go and explore Namibia, which is really beautiful, the desert's there. And a super exciting one, we're just waiting for the dates, but it's all in the pipeline. But looks like the USA is opening up in November for us.
Many people are jumping up and down with that news.
So we're all just waiting, because I think everybody's tired of the 14-day quarantine thing. So we're just waiting on the exact date, and hopefully we can.
Great. Especially before December, we could start packing our bags.
Absolutely, and so many people have families as well that they all haven't seen for so long.
It's been such a horrible situation.
It's
with the
been
travel,
very
isn't
sad,
it?
and also just a very costly affair. I mean, I've been booking a lot of people to America in the last few months, and very costly affair to have to fly to another country and to have to accommodation for 14 days before you can see your family member. So
it's almost ridiculous, isn't it?
It is.
And no one's got that extra money lying around just to quarantine for 14 days and fly via.
Yeah,
It's
but we'll do anything for family, right?
That's it. Oh, Maria, thank you so much. It's always lovely having you in studio, and those
Thank you,
deals sound
Taryn.
amazing. And would it be on Thompson's Travels and on Wakatravel where we can find those deals on their Facebook pages?
Well, they'll be up today, and give us a call and we'll put something exciting together for you.
Thank you, Maria. Guys, it's exciting. Places are opening up. Amazing specials. Get your groove on and book those deals. Thank you so much, Maria, for being with us
Thank
today.
you.
We're going to go to a quick ad break, and after the ad break, we've got Mandy from the Beauty Box.
At Dom's B&B is a proud sponsor of the Vinci International Film Academy Awards. Situated in Belito on the stunning Dolphin coast, At Dom's B&B is an exquisite luxury 6-bedroom guest house that can accommodate 14 to 16 people. At Dom's B&B we are practically on the foot of the ocean. With us being so close to the sea, we have sounds of waves echoing in the ears of our guests.
The winners of the Best Director Award will each win a one-night stay for two at Dom's B&B to the value of 1,750 Rand.
Welcome back to our Good Morning North Coast show. In studio with me, I've got Mandy from the Beauty Box. Mandy, good morning.
Thank you so much, Taryn. Great to be back.
It's so awesome having you back in studio today. Mandy, some of us know who you are, others are new to the area that don't know who you are. I'm excited to have you here today.
Thank you.
You've got a mobile salon and mobile spray tanning.
Yes.
Before we dive into that and that exciting information, do you want to tell everyone what it is that you do?
Of course. So I do travel, and I also have a salon in Durban North. So all the treatments that I do is spray tans, specialized facials, dermaplaning, microneedling, and then also the plasma pen skin tightening treatments. I also offer the usual beauty services, waxing, tinting, manicures, pedicures, gel polish, and massages as well.
So it's really a one-stop
Yes.
shop, which is amazing. And then our mobile spray tan. I mean,
Yes.
summer's coming along. We haven't seen the sun.
Yes, and very exciting now with level 2, restrictions. Now, matric dances are happening, weddings are back in full force, so very exciting.
And then tell me a bit more about the product. I mean, I know I've been orange, I've been
Yes.
green, believe it or not. I've been blotched, I've had it smeared all over the show, and I know yours don't do that.
Yes, so I have 2 products. One is a local brand, and it's an amazing color, and this product you will leave on for 8 hours. So once we spray you, either in the morning, you'll leave it on the entire day, and then you're able to shower before you go to sleep. If we then do it in the afternoon, you'll have to sleep with that product and shower in the morning. Then I also have a rapid tan, which is doing very well, and that you will leave on for up to 4 hours, depending how dark you want the tan.
Okay.
Yeah, so very exciting. Again, either doing it in the morning, shower by lunchtime, or doing it in the afternoon and showering again before bed. So, yeah.
So the fact that you can say you can shower, it means obviously the product really absorbs into the
Yes.
skin, and you're not going to shower everything off, and the water's not going to rinse it all off.
So we always say to do the tan 1 to 2 days, preferably 2 days prior to any events, or even if you're going away. The tan takes about 12 to 24 hours to get to its peak color.
Okay,
Yes.
I didn't know that. And then, I mean, some people say, no, you need to exfoliate before the time or
Yes.
apply creams.
Correct.
Do we do that at home, or is it something you do directly before?
No, so you'll do that at home. So shave the day before or wax the day before, and then the morning of, I say shower, scrub with like a loofah or those like rough gloves, get all the dead skin cells off, no makeup, no creams, and no deodorants on.
Of course, the deodorant.
Yes, no deodorants. And then just something loose and dark to wear after your spray tan.
And how long after the spray tan does it take to settle in? You know, you have to obviously put a little loose outfit on so that it doesn't smear.
Yes.
Does one stand and cool off a bit? Is there a fan?
I do dry the clients off a little bit for about 5 minutes, but other than that, it's pretty much dry. It will feel a bit sticky, obviously, when you've got the solution on.
Of course.
But you can pretty much get dressed straight away.
Oh, that's fantastic. And then do you just do one-on-one? Do you do group bookings?
Either, actually. So one-on-one, I've got some of my clients that book tans every sort of 2 weeks. They buy packages from me. I can offer discounts with packages. So either 4 tans, 6 tans, 8 tans, or 10 tans.
Jeez, that's a
Yes.
great deal.
And then also, you know, weddings, I often get sort of like spray tan parties that are booked. So book for you and your bridesmaids, have some champagne while we're at it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it gets quite festive.
Oh, I can imagine. It gets very festive. Or they're holding onto the sides, wobbling. They're really trying to spray.
I have to be careful not to drink too much.
But obviously in the fitness industry, or bodybuilders, there must be
Yes.
demand for that as well.
So I have done a few bodybuilding shows. That is a completely different product that we use though. So not to worry, we're not going to go.
I'm not going to be orange, that brownie
yes.
blending with the wall type of a vibe.
Yes.
Oh, that's so great, Mandy. And is there anything else specific about the product that we should know for sensitive skin? Is it great for all sorts of...
perfect for all skin types. I've even done darker skin types, which was something new to me as well. So obviously they're not trying to go darker. They just want a more
Bronze.
even complexion with certain areas that look a little bit darker.
Yeah.
Any sort of stretch marks or bruises that they want covered as well. It also works really well for that. The tans will last anything between 7 to 12 days. This depends on the person completely. So if they are very active and they're sweating, going to gym, it often starts rubbing, you know, where the
Off
watch
in your-
is, your bra straps.
Yeah.
But generally about 10 days. of good color, and then it will start going patchy, and then they need to start getting that product off, so exfoliating again.
Definitely. So let's say I'm a lucky person, not too patchy, and I come for my second spray tan.
Yes.
I won't go very dark, would I?
No, so you'll need to get that product off
Completely. So you're going to have to do the exfoliation
You have
before
to,
the time.
yes. So there will be a day or two where you're going to be, you know, getting
So
that
I'm not
off,
going
a
to be the
little bit
Oros man
pale.
walking down the street.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh, Mandy, it's so great. And then, do you want to tell us a bit more about any of your other services that I know is a niche of yours that you really
Yes,
enjoy
so
as
the
well?
skin treatments obviously is what I love, what I've specialized in. I love doing the dermaplaning.
Yes.
It's a very quick treatment, a nice glow, no downtime that we can do before any weddings, events, functions. Again, suitable for most skin types, but I always do an assessment when the person comes in.
Yeah.
If their skin is not in a good condition or it's too sensitized, then I won't obviously go ahead with that. And then something else that is great is that plasma pen skin tightening treatment.
Listen, I've seen those results.
Yes.
They
The
are
stomach,
phenomenal.
The crow's feet, amazing results.
So when can I come?
Soon.
It's just not outside, is it? And the downtime with the plasma tin, I know there's a misperception
Yeah.
of, you know, the little dots and everything. How long does it take for the little dots to disappear? Does it scar?
About 7 to 10 days, depending on the area. So the body normally a little bit longer, but the face you can pretty much say 7 days. The scabs will be gone. There is preparation, so unfortunately you can't just say let's do it today. I've got to have a look. I've got to assess. I've got to ask the necessary questions.
It's really good to know because some people say book today, come today.
Yes, so no, not at all. We've got to get you on a specific product to prep the area for at least 3 to 4 weeks, and then we go ahead with the treatment.
That's long prep time.
Yeah, so I have been offering a special for this month, which was 25% off for the plasma pen treatment. So what I've said is obviously we need to prep for a month so they can book and pay this month, and then we honor that as soon as we're ready and we've done all the preparation.
I think I should do my booking. And then how long before you see the result? Is it instant?
Pretty much instantly, which is quite amazing. And then we give it at least 2 months in between us deciding, are we now going to do a second treatment?
Okay, and so technically you should actually just do one session, and for how long would that last?
They say about 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah, it's quite amazing. Depending on, obviously, if you've picked up weight or you are pregnant, you've obviously, had pregnancy and you've got the loose skin. If you now go and fall pregnant again and that skin stretches again, then obviously that result will be undone.
Of course.
If you pick up weight, same story.
So maintenance is key like anything.
Maintenance. With the face, when you naturally start aging again, then you'll start seeing the sort of the crow's feet coming back, but it is a pretty permanent procedure.
I didn't know that, eh?
Yeah.
So it just shows you don't need to go for Botox and fillers. We can just zap the little lines away. Mandy, thank you so much for
Such
being
a
with us in the
pleasure.
studio today. And for our viewers to get a hold of you, do you want to give them your details?
Yes. So I'm on Instagram at the Beauty Box KZN and on Facebook as well, the Beauty Box. And then my number is 082-903-9111. You can always just pop me a WhatsApp and then I'll reply as soon as I can.
Thank you, Mandy.
Thank you
it's
so
so
much.
exciting. We need some spray tans and plasma pens done to my face. Thank you for being in studio
Such a
with us. Have a
pleasure. Thank
super
you.
week
Thank you.
ahead. After the break, we'll be with Kerry Donkin from the Reach for a Dream Foundation. Welcome back to our Good Morning Breakfast Show. I'm Taryn, and we are halfway through the morning. And with me in studio, we've got Kerry Donkin from Reach for a Dream Foundation. Kerry, welcome this morning.
Thanks for having me back.
It's good having you back. It's always
Yeah.
fun with you in studio. Kerry, the Reach for a Dream Foundation is really something close to many of our hearts. I know there's some exciting things coming up. What events have been happening? What changes are happening?
Yeah, so it's been quite a busy season for us as a foundation. I don't think we ever stop moving forward and stop working. So we've obviously, for those out there that don't know, we've broken a Guinness World Record this year. We've put on some wonderful events. We've just hosted a very successful golf day in Durban, raising 220,000. So there's been a lot going on, and I almost feel like sometimes we should be slowing down, but actually as the year progresses, we just get busier and busier. So we're currently still working on fundraising events. We've got a national fundraiser, which is a beautiful raffle that's happening online that people can get involved in, and you can win some amazing prizes.
Is that just on the Reach for a Dream
Yeah,
website?
on our website, and it's a national fundraiser. It's got some really awesome prizes, weekends away, trips. It's one of those ones where I'm bummed I work for the foundation because I can't take I can't take a raffle ticket, yeah. And then as a local region, we are also running some quiz evenings. The first is on the 1st of October at Angelo's Restaurant in Umhlanga. And then the second one is on the 5th of November at Town Lodge, Umhlanga.
And do we have to pre-book or?
Yeah, so you can pre-book. You can either book through myself or through the restaurants or the Town Lodge itself. And it's just a fun evening for people to come out, have some fun, have some friendly competition, lovely prizes up for grabs, but also a way of just giving back to the children so that we can fulfill dreams for children.
Exactly. And for those that don't know, I'm sure there are many people that don't know, what is the Reach for a Dream Foundation all about?
So in a nutshell, for 33 years, we have been fulfilling dreams for children with life-threatening illnesses. So our whole goal is to inspire hope through the power of a dream. And that's what we do 365 days of the year. We fulfill about 6 dreams per day throughout the year across the country. And yeah, it's just about bringing hope to children in need of hope at this time.
That is so, especially in these times, isn't it?
Yes.
And I know that we previously touched on, I mean, COVID does make it difficult to go into the hospitals and to go to the children and to have that one-on-one contact as well. And I think now with the levels coming down a bit, it makes it a lot easier for you guys to do your work.
It does and it doesn't, because obviously we're still working with immunocompromised children, and most of our work is still hospital-based. But we work ways around it, because dreams can't stop, because children with cancers and other illnesses, that doesn't stop. And so we are working really, really hard to make sure that dreams are kept alive in COVID. And we've seen the impact of COVID on these children. And it's I did a workshop with the St. Jude's Children's Hospital in at the States recently.
Yes.
And they were saying how childhood cancer is the leading cause of death within children across the world.
That is so
and
sad.
our goal is to make sure that no matter what the lifespan is, or no matter what their illness says about the treatment, whatever those things are, is to make sure that we inspire hope in those moments, and just to bring joy, because we see a positive impact on treatment and on facing their illness when there's hope, when there's laughter, when there's magic, and that's what we're about.
I think it's such a beautiful initiative, such a beautiful cause, and there's nothing better than instilling hope in a child. And to see a child that's suffering, it's the worst thing one can see.
Yes, and it's tragic, and we can't change that part of that, but what we can do is just bring a little bit of joy. And these children, I think they change our lives more than we change theirs,
Most
because they
definitely.
teach us how to be bold and how to be courageous and how to face their illnesses with just such tremendous joy and laughter. And yeah, and so to be a part of that journey with them is a magical experience.
Oh, Kerry, and then I know that you guys are busy with initiatives into hospitals. Do you want to tell us about those initiatives?
So in 2018, we decided as a foundation we wanted to launch what we call our dream room spaces. So these spaces are safe, magical spaces within hospitals for children to go to. So we wanted to ensure that as a child came into a hospital, whether they were there for just a short period of time for their treatment, or whether they were there for long extended periods, that there was a space for them, that they didn't feel like they were in hospital. So we created these spaces called dream rooms.
Okay.
And they just magical spaces that the hospital gives us, either within a children's ward or outside, dependent on the space within the hospital. And we go in and we create it's like a dreamland within a hospital, and it's been amazing to see the impact these spaces have had. We've got children excited to come in for chemo. We've got doctors excited to treat children because it's no longer a hospital, but it's this beautiful space. And so we've been quite privileged in that we've got 2 new hospitals that have signed on in KZN.
How amazing.
King Edward and Albert Lutuli, and we actually have already designed the King Edward Dream Room. And it is, when you see the space that we've been given and the space we've designed, you almost can't comprehend the two. And if I was a child and that's what I was going into in hospital, I would be way more excited to go to hospital than...
Of course, you don't want to go into a dull atmosphere,
No,
a morbid place. You want that fun, you want that sense of hope, you want to be in a colourful area.
Yeah, so it's not just colourful. I mean, we put in... So the one actually I opened last week in Kimberley, in the Northern Cape, it's got swings, it's got...
Really?
You know, it's got an interactive wall, it's got a PlayStation, it's got a ball pit. It's just dependent on how so it's been wonderful to go in and dream with our children and dream with our doctors in our hospitals and say, what can we create that is going to allow a child to escape
what they're going through,
still have educational reasons. So we've seen OTs and physios using those spaces to also educate children and help with their rehabilitation.
Sure.
We've seen doctors using it for chemo now, so that the child is rather looking at a colourful space than just sitting in their bed. And so we've just seen such wonder come from these spaces, and we've built 17 to date.
17.
And we've got 5 still in the plannings, and I actually just signed Gray's yesterday as well. So these spaces they're growing, and yeah, our goal is to have one in every hospital across the country that deals with our children.
Of course. Kerry, that is an amazing, amazing concept. I mean, imagine it was there a few years back, the impact that it has on children's lives. I mean, PlayStation's a roll-on effect, like you say, the OTs are using it. I'm sure the doctors must be benefiting with psychologically, mentally, schooling-wise, the children on top of things, their recovery is a lot better.
Yeah, so it's not just spaces that we've looked and thought, oh, let's just paint and make it colourful. We really do take into account what the hospital needs are, what the doctors' needs are, what the OTs and so everything is built with a goal in mind. So, you know, we put in specific toys or specific devices that are conducive to rehab or learning, you know, library books, PlayStations. We've put in our virtual reality into those spaces as well, so that kids that are hospital bound can still swim at the Dolphins, go to Disneyland, have those experiences.
I've actually got goosebumps hearing that. That is just such an amazing thing.
Yes.
Hear what you guys do and what the Reach for the Dream Foundation does for all the kids out there. Thank you so much. And I mean, I speak about myself and everyone out there. I think it's incredible, and we're so grateful for everything that you all do. Thank you so much. And if there's any way for us to contribute and to sponsor, please let us know where we can go have a look. Where can the viewers find your details? Yes,
so obviously you can go onto our Facebook or our Instagram pages, and then we've got a website, www.reachforadream.org.za. And then please come out and join us at our quiz nights. You can get in touch with me. It's kerry@reachforadream.org.za. We would love to see some friendly faces.
Get them jam-packed.
Competition, and know that they are making a difference while having fun, because there are children. We still want to do close on 100 dreams before the end of the year. So we need all of KZN to come out and help us.
And backing you guys all the way.
Because there are children that still need to dream, and we want to make sure that those dreams come true.
Beautiful. Let's make that happen, guys. Let's please go and support the 2 quiz evenings coming up one of these days. Kerry, thank you so much, and thank you for all that Reach for a Dream does for everyone.
Thanks so much.
We're going to go to an ad break, and then after the ad break, we'll have Cathy and Sibusiso, and we'll find out all about what they have been up to.
By Belita Gas en Braai fokus ons op ons kliënte. Vriendelike en doeltreffende diens is wat ons anders maak. Ons werk as 'n span met integriteit en deursigtigheid. Hier bied ons kliënte 'n onvergeetlike ervaring en werk ons met die beste belang van ons kliënt. Ons lewer nie net produkte aan ons kliënte nie, ons lewer ook 'n volledige diens, insluitend onderdele en tegniese ondersteuning.
At 1018 Skryfbehoeftes Beleto, we offer an array of convenience services for our clients. Our friendly team will take care of your orders, from picking to packing and arranging them for your office. We offer delivery to businesses along the North Coast to Richards Bay to help you save even more time. Proudly Beleto.
Welcome back. We're nearly finishing up on the day. Thank you so much for following us, viewing us on Facebook, on our platforms. We really appreciate it. In studio, welcome back again. We've got Cathy and Sibusiso. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
It's lovely having you here. So for those that don't know, do you want to give us a bit of a recap as to who you are and what you do?
My name is Cathy Wanjohi, and I am a mother and a wife. I'm also the founder of ZingeAfrika. Yeah, you know, ZingeAfrika is a brand that deals with clothing and accessories that are customized.
Absolutely amazing. And
Yes.
those clothes and accessories, where can we find that? Have you got an online platform? Do you?
Yes, I've got my Facebook page, ZingeAfrika, Instagram, and Zinge_Africa. And I also have an online shop, www.zinge-africa.co.za. And then I also have a physical store at 23 Club Road, Souto.
So there's no excuse for us
No
not
excuse.
to find you at all.
Absolutely.
Sibusiso, tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm a visual artist. I've actually been doing professionally for 3 years now, based in Johannesburg, and actually down in KZN just to see what's happening in the market and the art side of things.
And how are you finding that?
It's quite amazing. I had a show at Beleto, when was it? It was around March. Yes, with Jane at the Lifestyle
At the
Gallery.
Lifestyle, I recall.
Yes,
that.
I had just, submitted 4 of my pieces, 2 big ones and then 2 small ones, which 3 actually sold.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I'm just trying to actually see what's happening in the art side, checking out what's happening in Durban as well.
And hopefully make the move down.
Yes, move down, get people to actually discover more about, art, because art, sometimes people, can actually make a living out of it. And
Of course.
this is what we actually do as visual artists.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get the word out there, get it, more exposed in other sections.
Of course.
Yes.
And have you found, obviously, that social media and now with the whole transformation, everything is online, that the forms of Instagram has made it a lot more accessible to educate everyone about art?
Yes, that's true. As well, that sometimes I just believe that it would be nice for people to actually come and see, because it's different when it's on social media. You don't get to see the
finer details.
The details, yes, the finishing, the craftsmanship, the technical processes that is found in the art side.
It's absolutely amazing. I mean, I've seen your work. It's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you
and
very
I
much.
know that you guys have a joint venture coming up.
Yes.
I mean, there's nothing better than art and culture mix. I mean, it's always fantastic. Do you want to tell us a bit more about this event and what it is that you guys are doing?
Okay, so it's based at Alliance Française, which is in Morningside.
Okay.
Yes, we did a collaboration where we actually using ZingeAfrika's off-cut pieces, because one of my technical processes, I use fabric, so we decided to do a collaboration.
Wow.
Where we actually have fashion and art meeting together. So it's like a culture between fashion and art, and we're trying to get, you know, doing like one of the few collaborations where you get a visual artist and fashion designer collaborating together.
That duo must be phenomenal.
Yes.
That outcome.
Yes.
And when is the event, and what is the reason behind the event? Is it just for exposure?
No, it's for exposure. It's also for, you know, showing people that, you know, there's culture in various forms. You know, it's bringing people together, seeing you know, what can be done in the fashion with art and art in fashion. And yeah, it's on Friday, the 24th, Heritage Day.
So no excuse for no one that's
it's on Heritage Day.
Public holiday.
Yes, it's on Heritage Day, which we said it was a good day because it's also like a cultural day where it brings people together. And yeah, my artworks will be there though from the 24th till the 16th of October. So it gives people an opportunity to come at any given time throughout and just see and various types of artworks.
Amazing. And tell me a bit more about the dance side of things.
Oh yes. So we're gonna have.
I'm missing information here.
Yes. Sorry. So we're gonna. I thought maybe it would be nice for people to just, you know, it's a secret, and then they just come through.
We have to give some secrets away.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a live performance from Dance Tomito, right?
Dance time too. Yes.
Oh,
dance time.
Dance time.
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna actually be doing some live performance from 2 to 4, right?
Yeah, 2 to 4, and because our theme is
the ballet, the innocence of
the
the
innocence of childhood.
Yeah,
yes.
so we want to show this live.
Yes.
As he's having his art on all those ballet pictures.
Ballets, yes.
Yeah.
So they'll be wearing your art. Or no?
No.
Like your clothes. So you mean it'll actually be exhibited under?
It's more like a story. So it gives
Yeah.
it a museum platform where it's like a story within a story. Yes.
That is amazing.
So it's to bring the story live.
To life, yes.
And tell me, do we have to book to go to the event?
It's catered for everybody, so that everyone can actually, you know, see the opportunity, and it's based for everybody.
Yeah, and it's a walkthrough.
It's a walkthrough.
So it's not like we don't have a problem with limiting the number, because we only have to have people walking, looking through, and they can let the other go. So it won't be such a problem with the number.
So they're continuously dancing, and that is telling you the story within the story.
Yes.
And you can just pass through and see this piece come to life.
Yes.
That is brilliant. And so different and unique, isn't it? And it's definitely something that we'd want to go and see.
It is. And it's also a big thing for us, because when I met Sibu in the gallery this year, we were talking, and I was telling him how I have a passion in like reducing waste and cutting carbon footprints, and also collaborating with other artists, and he had the same vision. So that's how we came about collaborating, just to show other artists that we can work together to all contribute, because one of the biggest problem with like fast fashion fashion is the way people are like buying clothes and not caring about environment. So that is one of my goals, like to do customized clothing and clothes that are worn by people, not just cheap clothes. And I also like to use all parts of my material. So when I met Sibu, he said that's a good way because I can use some of your offcuts. You don't have to
You don't have to throw
like
it away.
discard
And then using
them
it on an art
because
piece, which
yeah,
is
because I use mine for earrings, for bags, but there's still little pieces left.
Yeah.
And he was saying, actually, you don't have to discard anything.
No.
So I was really excited to collaborate with him. And this is like a breakthrough for us to show other artists
Of
that
course,
it's
because I mean, it's
possible.
something almost unheard of, isn't
Yes,
it?
and also we actually using local what is it, collaboration.
Yes.
So that even whenever opportunities, they actually, it's a huge story to tell because it's not someone within outer brands, but it's
all
something
in-house and locally.
in-house, yes.
And I know you talk about offcuts, you don't want people to waste, but can we donate clothes? Is there a way for you to use materials from the public? Is there a way that we could help you?
What I do normally is I'm also training other upcoming like artists, but in fashion.
Okay.
So what I do is for people with fabric that they don't want to use, that is what I use because we use them a lot for teaching.
Of course.
Yes.
And so can they study through you to become fashion
yeah.
designers and obviously learn how to make jewelry and handbags?
Yes, all kind. It's kind of my fashion is kind of a boutique where you can get a dress, you can get earrings, you can get bag, but it's all African themed.
Well, look, I mean, you look absolutely stunning. So just look at the way she looks and you know exactly what you're going to get in the shop online. And
because you realize that we have so much more in terms of fabrics, in terms of raw material that, you know, if we can all work, you know, every artist who can be able to to contribute,
yes.
we all can be able to, you know, to manufacture or produce our own things. Yes.
Become that, you know,
yes.
amazing.
Yes.
I think your initiative, the joint venture between the two of you, is something very unique and different, and something, you know, everyone else can learn from you guys. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you so
and
much.
I can't wait to see. I unfortunately won't be able to be there, but I can't wait to see the videos of your art piece coming alive and how that tells a story. I think it is absolutely amazing, guys. Please go there. You've got no excuse not to be there. For those of you that have not made plans. Absolutely beautiful venture and story to tell. We're going to go straight into our weather and surf report with Heili and Deon Bosman. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your weather for today, brought to you by Belito Gas and Brine. Ek het nou gehoor die enigste mense wat hulle werk verkeerd mag doen sonder om afgedank te word is weer aanbieders. En toe het ek ook gedink dat ek is amper een van daai toe ek gisteroggend werk toe ry in woeste reën, maar ek moet vir julle vertel daar is net 3% kans. Nietemin, today we can expect some sunshine and a few clouds with a high of 20 degrees and a low of 13 degrees, and the real feel will be 24 degrees and the real feel shade 19 degrees. We have a southeasterly wind at 13 kilometers per hour and wind gusts at 22 kilometers per hour. Also just a 1% chance of showers today. The sunrise will be at 5:46 a.m. and the sunset at 5:51 p.m. Pretoria will be mostly sunny but not as warm and pleasant with a high of 24 degrees and a low of 10 degrees. Joburg also mostly sunny and pleasant with a high of 22 degrees and a low of 10 degrees. And then Cape Town, pleasant and warm but cloudy at times with a high of 23 degrees and a low of 12 degrees. Next up will be your surf report brought to you by 10 skryfbehoeftes and Deon Bosman from Victory Surf. We'll see you tomorrow.
Morning, Belito, and welcome to Wednesday morning's beach report. And after all that rain and heavy wind, we've got a beautiful morning on the east coast of Africa, and epic surf as well. Light southwesterly breezes and great clean conditions at all the beaches. Very, very good size swell, solid 2 meters, so it's a solid 4 to 6 foot out there. Perfect southwesterly swell, and epic conditions. Light northwesterly breeze right now, and we've got waves till about 12 o'clock when the onshore will start blowing and will chop the sea up a little bit, but definitely good surf this morning. I can highly recommend the main beach. There's some really good peaks there, and the bog as well, really showing off today. So good surf, get out there. It's a cracker day in the ocean. Enjoy your day.
Thank you for viewing with us today. Thank you for being here with us today. Thank you our sponsors. Thank you for your streams. Thank you for your supportive messages. We are so grateful for every single one of your support. We're going to go into the music video by Anthony, and then followed by, after Anthony, we're going to go into our Laugh Out Larry show for the kids. We wish you all a lovely week ahead and have a super public holiday on Friday. I'll be with you next week again. Keep well, and thank you for joining.
Legends never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die.